Hi, welcome to Timber and Caliber. This is a series where we study the lives of successful African and Nigerian business leaders. The purpose is not to admire wealth. The purpose is to understand the journey. Because when you understand the journey, you can apply the lessons to your own life. Today's story is about a man who did not come from great wealth, did not enjoy an easy road, and did not become successful overnight. Yet, through patience, learning, and determination, he built one of Nigeria's best-known pharmaceutical and consumer goods companies. His name is Sir Tony Ifeanyichukwu Ezenna. Tony Ezenna is from Akokwa in Idato North Local Government Area of Imo State, Nigeria. Like many young Nigerians of his generation, life was not always easy. His family faced financial challenges and his formal education was cut short. For many people, that would have been the end of the story. But for Tony Ezenna, it was only the beginning. Instead of giving up, he joined his father's business, Eastern Industrial Chemists. At first, he was not a business owner, he was a learner. He spent years studying how products were bought, transported, marketed, and sold. He learned how customers think. He learned how suppliers operate. He learned how to manage money. He learned how to build relationships. Most importantly, he learned patience. Many young entrepreneurs today want to start at the top. Tony Ezenna started by learning, and that is the first lesson of this episode. Now, that lesson is, before you can successfully run a business, you must understand the business. For about 13 years, he worked in the family business. Think about that. 13 years, not 13 months, not 13 weeks. Tony Ezenna worked for 13 years learning and observing and building experience. Then came a decision that would change his life. In 1988, he founded Orange Drugs Limited. At that time, he was entering a highly competitive market. There were already established companies. There were larger competitors. There were challenges everywhere. But he believed there was room for a Nigerian company that could grow through hard work and consistency. In the early years, Orange Drugs focused mainly on pharmaceutical distribution. The company supplied healthcare products to pharmacies and distributors. Business grew steadily, not rapidly, steadily. This is where many people fail to understand success. They see a large company today and assume it became successful quickly. What they do not see are the years of gradual growth. One customer at a time, one contract at a time, one relationship at a time. Tony Ezenna focused on building trust, and in business, trust is one of the most valuable assets you can have. As Orange Drugs expanded, the company began adding new products and entering new markets. Instead of remaining a small distributor, the company started thinking big. This is where the second lessons appear. Now, what is this lesson? It is, do not limit your vision to where you are today. Successful entrepreneurs constantly ask themselves one question: what is the next level? Tony Ezenna kept asking that question. Over time, Orange Drugs moved beyond simple distribution and expanded into manufacturing and consumer products. The company introduced products that became familiar to many Nigerian households. As the business grew, so did its workforce, operations, and reputation. But growth brought new challenges. Larger businesses require larger investment, more staff, more management systems, more responsibility, yet it continued to push forward. That brings us to another important lesson, which is every new level of success comes with new challenges. The goal is not to avoid challenges. The goal is to become capable of handling bigger challenges. One thing that stands out about Tony Ezenna's journey is his ability to think long term. Many businesses focus only on today's profit. Long-lasting businesses focus on the next 10, 20, or 30 years. That long-term thinking helped Orange Drugs grow from a relatively small pharmaceutical distributor into a major Nigerian business group. Today, Tony Ezenna is widely recognized as one of Nigeria's successful indigenous entrepreneurs. But perhaps the most important part of his story is not where he ended up. It is how he got there. He learned before he led. He worked before he owned. He developed patience before he achieved success. And he spent years building a foundation before building an empire. So what lessons can young entrepreneurs take from Tony Ezenna's journey? First, never stop learning. Second, do not allow setbacks to define your future. Third, understand your industry before trying to dominate it. Fourth, think long term. And finally, remember that every successful business was once a small idea backed by discipline and persistence. The story of 10 years Ezenna reminds us that success is rarely a single moment. Success is a process of learning, a process of growing, and a process of refusing to quit when things become difficult. And sometimes the people who achieve the most are simply the people who stayed in the game longer than everyone else. I am Soplu Chukwu, and this has been Timber and Caliber, a series where we learn from the journeys of successful African and Nigerian business leaders so that the next generation can build, create, and leave a lasting impact on society. Join me again for another episode of Timber and Caliber. Please do not forget to share this video, leave your opinion in the comment section, like this page, like this video, and thank you very much.